Well, good morning. The day has finally arrived. It is June the 16th, 2024, and this is the day of the start of the Jester Challenge. Challenge starts at 12 o'clock. I'm going to leave the marina at about 11 o'clock to get to the start line. And of course the challenge itself is a single-handed non-stop race. No, not a race. Challenge. Non-stop challenge from Plymouth all the way to the Azores, which according to my little navigation software tells me is 1200.7 nautical miles. So let's do the weather. So we start off quite nicely. We've got a south-westerly wind when we start, which is okay. We'll have to beat into it a little bit, but that's not a problem. But then as we progress through to Monday, the wind dies. As you can see, that blue bit, it means there's no wind there. So we're going to have to kind of hang around and roll around a bit, and I don't know, I'll probably just put the kettle on and read my book or something, because we're not going to be moving much. But Monday evening, things change. And then we've got this southwesterly wind coming, and that's going to be absolutely fantastic. And look at it, it's going to take that southwesterly wind, sorry, northeasterly wind rather, is going to take us right down. And it's going to go on for days. It's going to go on to about Thursday. So I'm going to try to I'll come along here and try to get from that one side of that band all the way kind of down there. I don't get as much south and westerly as I can get in. So that really should put me Thursday sort of around there-ish. And then it gets interesting, because you can see this southwesterly wind coming up, which is no good to us because it's completely the wrong direction. The Azores are sort of down there somewhere. And that's this blue bit there that means there's no wind. So I'm going to have to make a decision as to whether I sort of try to punch my way through westwards, or do I go downwards. The problem is if I go downward, there is an ocean current which goes that way, and most of the time the wind's coming from the west anyway when we get down there. So if I go down that route, keeping with that northerly wind, there's a chance when I get down to sort of Lisbon and try to get across to the Azores, which are there, that I'll have both the current and maybe even the wind against me. So my thinking is to actually keep on going. Yep, I might have to hang around here for a bit, not do much, but get west at that stage. And over here, keep going west, keep going west, keep going west, until I can start to go south again. And I don't know when that will be, but I'll keep going west here, try to get underneath this stuff, and I can monitor the weather as I come along, but I'll try to get underneath, so I'll try to stay about there. And then hopefully at some stage the wind will start to, I go further west and the wind will maybe start to turn in my favour, and then I should be able to start to head south towards the Azores. As you can see, the wind's beginning to turn here. I don't know, but certainly it will start to turn sort of Monday's time again in my favour.
Right, well the race has started. I had to go anchor off because I had a halyard wrapped around my radar reflector, which wasn't a great start, but anyway, that's all cleared. I'm on my way. Everybody's about an hour that way. I'm about to cross the start line. The red marker crossing it. I mean, officially the start line's actually a boat, but the boat's gone. But anyway, I'm going to tack now, and hopefully we can get on with it. will do. 4 knots. Anything above 4 knots, I'm happy. Okay. Nearly across the start line. Nearly there. Just another minute or so. I'm just waiting for a lighthouse over there and a red buoy over there to line up, and then I've actually, the 2024 Jester for me has started. Next stop, Azores, maybe. And we're off. There's an update on day 1, so we had the first night last night, which was quite busy, quite a lot of traffic around, so pretty sort of broken sleep, although about 4 o'clock the wind completely died, so you just sit there and you can get a bit more rest. It's now completely calm. I mean, look at that, it's absolutely flat. It's been like this since early in the morning. It's due to pick up this afternoon, so hopefully we can make some progress. Other than that, I don't feel too bad. What problems have we had? We've got a little bit of water collecting in the bilges. I think it's rainwater, which is just kind of creeping in from various places. I've been mopping them up. It's been about maybe a third of a bucket, so I'll keep an eye on that. It does seem to be sweet water rather than salty water. As you can see, we've got the solar panel up and running. Trying to get drained the batteries quite a lot last night. Did a huge amount of sun yesterday, so trying to charge it up. It's not charging that much. I might have to turn the engine off a little bit because it's still kind of cloudy here and there. So progressing along really, just waiting for the wind. Playing around with routing. I've got some a routing update. Kind of depending which parameters you put in, it either tells you to go west of the rum line or east of the rum line. Good morning. It's the 18th of June 2024, and we are at 49 degrees north, 49 degrees 27 minutes north, and 5 degrees 19 minutes west. Good night last night. Quite a wind from the northwest finally showed up, and we're making good progress. You can see we're doing about sort of 5-6 knots, although with the tide. Kind of where we are. Well, still got a long way to go. So we're just northwest of France, or half an English Channel. 1136 miles to go, which means, seeing that we started with 1,201 miles, so that we've done about what, 60 miles, maybe a bit more than that, between 60 and 70 miles. So it's not a lot. Hopefully we can make some good progress today. Yesterday was terrible, a lot of floating around doing nothing because there was absolutely no wind, but looked like this wind is going to stay with us for quite a while. My routing software tells me to do this for a bit and then go for slightly further south. We're doing about 235 now, and then it says go to 222. There's a separation scheme here which I definitely want to avoid. Definitely don't want to go in there, so I'm well to the north of that. I could probably come out a little bit, but I would really want to get away from that. I was heading towards that. I didn't last night, didn't want to do that at all, so changed course. So yeah, if we can go like this, 9 days and 3 hours, or 8 days, or even 7 days, but I would take that with a very, very large pinch of salt. I thought I'd give you the view outside. Sea's building a bit. We got northwesterly wind, which is great, pushing along very nice. I think it's about sort of 10-15 knots. My wind speed indicator doesn't work, so I've no idea. Got a little handheld one, I'll get it out in a minute. Yeah, good night. This is now the 18th of June. Winds picked up last night, as they were predicted to do. We're turning along. Seas are a bit coming up a bit. It's going to increase, gusting to about 20 knots later today, tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to these waves. I might have to reduce the mainsail a bit. Reduce the jib a bit. I'm just running on the jib alone, which is fine. I mean, there's no point having the mainsail around. We're just clatters with booms all over the place. The jib is doing just fine, and we're doing 5-6 knots, so I can't really complain. Yeah, all good. As you can see, things have picked up a little bit. We've got about 20-25 knots sustained wind on the moment. from behind, so that's okay. But I mean, the boat and the wind vane seems to be coping. I'm trying to keep a course of 230, and that's what we're doing. I've reefed the jib quite a lot, so yeah, it seems to be the right sort of configuration. I don't know if it's going to increase or not. It's not due to increase, but you never know with these things. But it seems to be doing all right. Just see what happens. Hopefully we'll abate later today. Right, it's time for the storm shutters. This sea's building a bit. We've got, I don't know, 2.5 metre long high waves or something like that. Difficult to judge. Wind is, yeah, sort of 20 to 25 knots. But yeah, Kerrin II and particularly the wind vane seem to be coping. It just got slammed by a wave on the starboard side, but hadn't filled the cockpit. But I thought I'd put these shutters in just in case it gets worse. It also has got a nice little window, and you can see what's going outside, which is rather nice. And yeah, I'll probably try to stay as much as I can in the cabin tonight, if I can. Oh, I need to get my steering line. I've left my steering line there. Never mind, I'll go and get it in a minute. I just thought I'd show you what the conditions were like outside the starboard window here. We've had 20-25 knots really for the last few hours, and you can see the sea's built quite quickly. Had a few wave hitters like that one, which has thrown everything around a bit. But wind vane's coping. Kerrin seems to be coping. So far so good. I mean, I could turn away from the wind a little bit too, but I think the wind are coming from the rear quarter, so I think we're probably okay. So it is due to die down in a number of hours, and it should be back to sort of 15-16 knots tomorrow. We'll see.